Welcome back to the shop. It's your boy Romanovich, the surgeon. Today we are jumping on one of our trailers that is a rental. We are doing something really been waited for, so let's jump on it. I'm not going to talk as much because I really want to get this done. I want to have some time with my family, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. I don't know if you guys enjoy the video. If you guys do, make sure to smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys all that's growing my family on the YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Let's get started. All right, guys, this is the trailer we are working with. Today, we are hopping on this situation. So I hate these type of connections, whatever they're called. Cable connecting to the truck, wiring harness, crap. But as you can see, it has a single in there. So I don't like that. I like this where it's a double. Second, I hate that this is a hole. Water gets in there, corrodes, and wires are trippy. So you get a one that's insulated really well. Got a really good deal off of this thing, so you can get them anywhere in parts store, of course. But yeah, we're going to be rewiring the whole harness, probably all the way to the back. I want to do a whole new clean. I would love to swap out these for maybe some LEDs, but these are working so far fine. But we're going to get them staged. We're going to get some ordered, some new ones. Side markers are still good. Everything functions well. I'm just wanting to upgrade that. Plus, we're going to be installing this guy right here. We're going to be getting a system so it'll trickle charge our battery all the time. Plus, we are going to be installing a solar panel. So if you want to see that video, please subscribe down below and hit the little bells notifications so you guys get notified when that video comes. But yeah, let's hop on this and try to get it wired up. This came as a 16 footage, so it only goes up to here. I have extra cables, so I'm probably going to run them a little bit later. But we're going to try to start running it, installing where the boxes is and all that. And the second mod that I really want to do is get rid of this. I hate the circular wheel jacks just because they bend, they twist, and they're just not as reliable. They move the trailer forward and back. I would like a square one like my other trailer that I have, the utility one. It has actually a square pad and a square tubing, so we're definitely going to upgrade to that because we need to. Also, need to replace this guy. Probably not going to happen in this video because whoever made this first, they kind of messed it up. So now I had to make it sideways, just would actually pin and hold there. And I had to re-weld a little bit pieces here because it was coming apart. So it's okay, no problem. We're gonna make it happen. Found a spot where I'm gonna cut this cable. It's right here. It's perfect. So I ran it just enough to have plenty over there. Ran all the way under here, and I think this is where I'm gonna mount my box. That way it is waterproof. Nothing gets in it and anything like that. It'll come through here and then it'll feed out to the rest. Just like that is it. I see that they just welded some nuts to here to hold it for the wiring. So we might do the same thing, but for now, probably temporary. We're gonna get some zip ties or something just to hold it. But yeah, let's get it cut up. Like I said, look at this. We only got maybe five and a half feet left of the cable. We're gonna have to figure something out with that, but that's okay. Not a big deal. As long as we make it right. Now we're gonna strip back the mount that needs to go into the box. So let's get the box from out of there. Get it where y'all go inside of here. It wants to run the cables through this way, so what we're gonna do is, well, I guess, yeah, mount the box this way, go here. I don't like the way it is, because so whenever I mount it, it's gonna be this way. It should come this way, and then it can split out to different ways. So what I want to do is going through this hole, and it is a perfect diameter. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna measure out right here how long of a cable we need. I did give extra, of course, so all that right there needs to be stripped back. I think we're gonna do something along this. Let's see. Yeah, right there. That way it has a little bit extra. Do right here. Now this second one you gotta do slowly. You don't want to pierce it completely through because we're only taking the sheet off. This is just gonna be inside the box, so you want to be careful. Just do it lightly, just like that. Hold it with your fingers. Yes, they sell specific tools for this, but don't have it, and we're just doing a budget one. So just like that, just a little more. That's why it's worth having a sharp knife that can do this. Just like that, we're almost done. There we go. Now we should be able to pull this off. Beautiful. Now we got all our cables. Now we're gonna get our wiring diagram that we make sure we put everything in the right spot, which everything is labeled here, so that is really good. So we can go ahead and just strip these back, put our ferro connectors or whatever we're gonna do, which is obviously gonna do stuff like this. So yeah, let's go ahead and trim them back and move forward from that. Obviously I would like to trim them back, so once I have this in there, I would like to trim these slowly back, that way they go in here and there's no extra. So we're gonna start with the blue one because it's our furthest one. We're gonna make it, and then we're gonna move forward from that, because more in there is not good for us. It gets too clumped up and there's no need. Just like that. Got our first one. And this one we're gonna do a solid one, of course. I don't have all the different colors for these, but whichever ones I do have, I'm gonna use. And these are some thicker gauge wire, so we're gonna have to go up a size, which I think yellow is my biggest one, so that's no problem. We're gonna use the yellow ones then. And then for the regular lights, they're gonna be a lot smaller. Just like this, match up with the color, squeeze it. One. Do one more up towards the front, just like that. One towards the back, just like that. We got a really good connection. Very nice. So what I'm gonna have to do is actually start feeding them in here and doing them inside the box, because once I do all these, I probably won't be able to fit all of them in there, which I mean I feel like I would, but that's no big deal. We'll figure something out, I guess. No big deal at all. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit a time lapse on this, because obviously this gets boring. Who can't just put these little ferrule things on? So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Here you have it. This is exactly what I meant. I was going to be cutting them back a little bit, that way they fall in there and they don't get in the way. I'll do one with you guys. Let's do the red. First I take the nut that will be holding it down all the way out. There we go, we got the nut. We're going to take off one of the washers, so it's red, so we're going to take it, line it down like this, give it a little bit extra, that way if we need to move back and forth with it, we can. Pick a spot, cut it off, then we take these guys, snip off some of the end, make sure they're nice and twisted, that we get all the strands in there. We're going to take a small blue one, slide it on there, and we're going to pick the blue on here, crimp it down just like this, and we're good. Give a tug. It's not coming out, so it's perfect. I'm going to bend it like this, that way all these are going the same way on the bottom, and that looks perfect to me. I love it. And now we can put the washer on, and then we can put the nut on, just like that. And then of course I will tighten them down much later once we get the other cables coming in here. I'll do one more with you guys. I'll do this is the white, I believe. Yes, so we got the yellow, the black, and then the white. So I'm also like threading them through, that way they kind of lay down nicely down in there, that way they're not interfering with each other. That is kind of the best practice I've seen. That way wires don't have too much wear if you don't have too many kinks. because if you have too many kinks, well, yeah, it's going to be stationary, but over time, cables don't like that. They want to have you able to move a little bit if they need to. Obviously, they're going to be cinched down on the actual these terminals, but you want to make sure you do it right. Do it right the first time, so you don't have to come back later and do it again. So again, put the blue on here, put it in, and of course, if your these little guys crimps are not color coded, that's not a big deal. You just find which gauge of wire you have and crimp it like that. Not a big deal. This one looks like it's got some paint on the actual bolts, so what we're gonna do, or on the stud, so I do not know what size they are, and they look like they are an 8. Yes, they are. So I'll take this little guy, take it out with it. There we go. Guess they just put too much paint on it when they were color coding it. No big deal. Like I said, there are 2 washers on there, so you want to make sure you leave one down in there. That way it doesn't cinch down directly on the bolt itself. It will cinch down on the stud, and it's going to be between these washers. So this yellow is ready, set, tuck it down, flex it down in there. That way, look at that, it's perfectly nice and clean. And repeat, I'll do black and white on my own. These are the thicker gauges because the white is your ground and the black is always carrying, it's your auxiliary 12, so you can actually run your charger, trickle charger, to your battery, so it's always charging from your car. So I decided to come back on the last 2. So these are the last 2. They are very long. I'm leaving them long. I'll show you exact reason why. Hopefully you guys can see all this. Let's see. Yeah, you're in the view. Okay, so the reason you want to leave it long is you see how tight of a bend you would have to make it for it to make to these terminals. So I have a trick for this. Let me take off both of them. Probably going to do the white first and then the black. But just because the white is all the way against this corner, so took the nut and the washer off, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to put this one underneath all these cables. So sadly I didn't do it the first, but I'm gonna leave all this extra cable because this is a lot thicker gauge cable, so it's not as easy to flex. So we're gonna run up the excess under all this first. Just lift them up just like that. That's why you want to leave them loose right now, that way you can move it all up and down. Okay, there's the white. Pick it up out of there. Well, doesn't want to come up that easy. But take it, and there we go. Get it to lay down flat. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing with the black right away. Okay, black's on this side, so we're okay with that. The white was just all the way on that side, so it'll be easier just to leave the black here. So what you want to do with it now you twist it the other way and come back. Get it to come back all the way over here. There we go. Slowly but surely. And now you can lay all this excess down in there, and that way it has a little, it doesn't kink as hard. Because I mean, if you would have to do it right to here, that'd be very hard on the cable itself. So this is what you do there. Let me get it down on the stud real quick. Okay. It's trying to fight me this whole time. I think it's because that black is getting in the way. There we go. Yeah, so we'll leave it like that. And there you go. And then so you take your black one, you can tuck it underneath exactly where that white one is. And then there you go. You push that black one underneath as well. Just like that. Boom. When you screw them down, be like that. Okay? You want to give a little extra loop, like I said, because they are such a hard, bigger gauge wire. So you want to make sure you have plenty of clearance for that. But yeah, as simple as that. And then we're going to put our washer and our nuts back on. right here. Be done with it for this side. For the vehicle side, you can say. So yeah, just like that. There we go. And there we go. So yeah, you can say now the plug that attaches to your vehicle, it is all wired up and ready. We just dropped the grommet. It's on the floor, but no big deal. It's just one of the plug offs. But yeah, and that should look just like that. And then the wires, I want to run the trailer wires through here because they're going to be a thicker gauge. I want to run them through here and hit them on those terminals, and the lights and the regular running lights and turn signals are probably going to go straight to here. So we'll see, we'll pick, but they'll loop around and go on the top side. So you want to divide them, whatever's coming from this side on the bottom or the top, and the other cables that are on the trailer itself will go on the top or the bottom, vice versa. But yeah, you just pick whatever is easier for you. All right, so I see that right now I only have running lights and the ground running to here, so that's what I want to fix, because for some reason it doesn't have turn signals. So we're going to fix that issue. It's got 2 cables running to it. We're going to need 3. We're going to need a ground, running, and the turn signal. So we're going to take this off real quick and actually see what's going on in here, if we can actually wire up properly in order to have all 3. If not, we're going to have to order some new lights, which I actually have some new lights. I ordered for another trailer that I have purchased that I need to do the wiring also on. So, okay. Looks like we do have a spot for it. So turn and the turn signal, taillight brown. So your taillight is the brown, your stop and your turn is the green. For some reason the green is not working, so maybe back there it is unwired and not wired properly. So looks like it has it. We're just gonna have to run some new cables. So I had this wiring, like I said, I ordered it for that trailer over there or that trailer over there, don't remember, but I figured, heck, I'm gonna use them on this one. They are the exact size, everything is wired up already perfectly in them. They're very nice and insulated already, so why not go with brand new? Got all the wiring right here, so I'm very excited. Gonna have plenty to run everything all the way over there, so we're not gonna waste any more time. We're gonna hop on this. And if you guys are liking this type of content, please hit that subscribe button, keep our family growing. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate that. So like I said, we're replacing these with the new ones that I got, and these are so much gonna be brighter. So throwing this out, this one is made a little bit different. It has the wires coming in through here, so we're gonna have to drill a small hole, looks like right in the middle of those two. So what we're gonna do, we got our Milwaukee over here, let's drill a hole real quick. Gonna use a little quick punch to center it, make sure we have a good area to drill and it's not gonna walk on us. Beautiful. I'm gonna pick a small drill bit. Of course, you want to step up every time when you drill. You don't want to just go ahead and do it with the toppest one. I'm gonna leave it on one and the drill portion of it. Always do moderate pressure, because once it gives, it will go straight through, or you can bend, bend and break the bit. I think a quarter will be plenty. Strong to get all these in there. That'd be probably even more than enough. Yeah, let's try this guy real quick. And when you're drilling, you never want to go full speed, because warm up the bit, it'll settle and it will not penetrate all the way. So beautiful. Take some of these burrs off. Nice. So just falling off. That's good. Beautiful. Let's see if that'll work. Hopefully it will. We're going to feed all these through. I have went ahead already and ran all of the lighting and breaking portions of it all the way through there, like I said I was going to. So let's see. All right. Oh yeah, that's a direct, perfect. The biggest thing that I don't like, I think I'm gonna open up the hole a lot bigger, so it'll be probably that size. That way there's no reason for it to catch on the frame and break the water. You know, it's gonna be solid and all that, but during the installation it might catch it and ground out. Definitely don't want that. Beautiful. No, we're just gonna waller the hole out. Not really waller it, just put it in from the other side, and look at that, it clean up the hole a little bit better for us. Because for some reason, no matter how many times I said I need to get files, I never get files. So let me get something else to really clean this up, and we'll be ready to put it in. Alright, so I have decided for whatever cables are running from there to here, what we are going to go ahead and do, and not the best what I wanted to do, but it's okay. We're going to live with it. No big deal. Okay, I have my knife over here. Let me get my knife real quick. I think we're just going to use these right here. And then, of course, the other side goes like that. Later, I'm going to get the proper ones. I don't have heat shrink right now with me, I don't think. I may. I'm going to have to go look. But for now, I think it'll get the job done. Split it like this. One. Go out a little bit. I have to cut these back, of course, because they're very long. And I've made the hole this pretty big. Plenty for it to move around, and it's not going to affect it anymore. I love it. So what we're going to do, and these are like, oh yeah, see, these are like the solder parts. These want to get soldered, so we'll later come back and redo this. That's why I'm going to leave an extra wire for us for later. Do something like this. Yeah. Alright. They're cut off. They're ready to be mated with these. See how these will work. The white we're going to leave because the white is our ground, so we're going to ground it here. And I would like to run it, the ground, all the way through. Probably don't need to do that, but it'd be nice if it was grounding to the actual vehicle as well. Alright, so I have this side, which is the right side, wired up as well. That side is too, and I have went ahead and looped the extra. That way if we need to rerun the cables, we have extra run. Same thing with the right side. And now we're going to make sure everything is tight all the way down that way. This is exactly how you want to do it. That way, you know, you don't have to keep rerunning new wires. So you got plenty of extra access. And I have plenty to run all the way to the front. So you want to make sure you have extra. So everything is run all the way throughout. I'm going to use original wires for these running lights from one side to the other. I've went ahead and drilled the holes where we're actually going to mount this box now. Let me get under there real quick. All right, so here they are. And now we can go ahead and mount this here. And the craziest part is we got to get it done today because somebody wants to rent the trailer. Of course, yeah, perfect time, you know. Perfect timing, so I think we don't have too much time left here to actually make this happen. So that's good. I'm going to try to use two hands because it's a little hard, but I'll be right back. All right, guys, here you go. Everything is wired. Everything's run all the way through. It is perfect. All we got to do is try it out. So we're going to go ahead and try to hook that up to the truck real quick, and hopefully everything works. All right, I'm kind of scared. Hopefully everything works. I checked out in the paper and the prongs. Everything looked like it matched up, so let's see if I hit. Okay, so nothing's turning on. I think that might be because, okay, so you got these, but those are not grounded, so we need to ground them real quick. So let's do that. All right, guys, so running lights are on. There we go. We got one. We got that one. So we got something right. And this one's not on because you need to put the ground on it. This guy. So I figured out you could just ground it to itself because it's going into the housing. So that's perfect. We're going to do that. And last thing we got to try is turn signals. Hopefully they will work. Let's do that right there. That should promote both of them. So we got our hazards on. That's perfect. Let's check it over here. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Right on. Okay, let's check this one if it's wired properly. There we go. So we got it on. That's very interesting. I thought it would be on the center here. I think I might have to refix that one. Yeah, because you see it's vice versa. Okay, not a big deal. I will also try to get my wife out here so she can help me maybe hit the brakes, and we'll see if that works. But let me quickly rewire this one over there and we'll be done. All right guys, trying out the second time. We finally swapped those over and there we go. We got both of them running. So this is working properly. Ours are flashing, perfect. And now, there she is, perfect. I think we got it dialed. I'm gonna try to post you guys up here with my little stand and maybe we can hit the brakes, make sure they're working properly. And that should be it, guys. I think that should be it. All right, you guys should be able to see it from here. You guys let me know if both of them work when I hit the brakes. Yeah. Perfect. And last one. Right on, guys.